extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now here's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Hey, go. Hey, Mike's 50. Danny.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That's what. No, 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half. So this
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to launch this thing. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Yellow. 54 Mike. That's what I do. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Yellow. Check down.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Switch gears. Attack. Check. Kill.
Here we go. Fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They were looking for Johnson that time. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Crunch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions.
Check safety.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He completes it to Jones. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
57. You go tight. Hey, go.
Mahomes now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, Jones has it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Allen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. On third down, Allen. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's coming. Double up, double up. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Switch. 43. Watch out. Slant, exit. Switch.
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
Watch the pass. Mike's 50.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday.
Switch it. Hey, switch it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by Hester. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter.
Exit. Do. Yellow. Let's go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretches.